Okie dokie, that was pretty much what I'm going to be doing here, is playing through some of my Foundry missions. And you're wondering what my Foundry missions is. It's like user generated content. It's some story based missions I created for others to play basically. So it's a bit of a feature in the game Star Trek Online and Neverwinter. But it's after good 9 years, I think it is, or 8 years. It's now discontinued on Star Trek Online and also being discontinued on Neverwinter. So I'm pretty much just doing a bit of a playthrough of my Foundry mission, so like just for memory's sake, basically. Also to share with everyone. So I'll get myself loaded in here. Also, before I forget, I'll expand the window. Now, I'm already at the planet world for my first mission, and that one is, as soon as I bring it up here, is Collective Voice of Freedom. Just hail it, so I'll accept it. But pretty much the outline is for this is starting off with is pretty much Deep Space Nine picked up a sort of like a distress signal, and they pretty much asked you to go and investigate it over at the Arrowworth system, over there in the Alpha Quadrant. So accept it. Of course, since I'm already sitting here waiting to go, I'll just click this. The signals coming from Arrowworth system. Deep Space Nine is accurate in their location. Excellent. This is the fun part, even though I'm going to be editing it down, but it does take some time for these missions to get loaded up. This is sort of like they have a process here with Foundry missions and even going into your fleet holdings and stuff like that, where it's pretty much a situation of installing the game basically. So it's a good thing I edited this, don't hate it. Alrighty. Now, go over to where the beacon is. You see that little ping light there, so I'll just head on over to there. And there's some sort of like beacon. So you scan the beacon, and pretty much say, no, there's a Borg spear coming out of hyperspace. Battle stations. Let's prepare for the fight scene. Yeah, these days with how you get your ship built and stuff like that, you can do quite a lot of damage per second. So you knock them off pretty quick. Now, you got some analysis of the beacon, saying even though it's poorly structured, it's made out of Borg parts. There's passing information on about all that, but scanned the planet below and found a small Borg colony away from any other civilization basically. You need to go take a closer look at Greece, so you assemble your away team and energize down. Okay, you got a whole bunch of Borg drones which just hit you, so fight back basically. yeah, and before that, we're still infected here. Let me quickly swap over to my EV suit and into my armored suit, and I can remodulate. But yeah, I've pretty much what I still like set it up there. I mean, it's a bit on the rush side. It was still like there was a team, or like a squad that managed to get away from the spear before it got destroyed, landed down here. So like element of surprise basically. That thinking that it might be a bit on the sus side, so we proceed with caution basically. So I'll take a closer look, but it's going to look fun with me going around walking like that. So give me a sec, I'll just find the thing I need to eliminate that. There we go. Now we'll go wrong way. Go up here. And you see a character there. Does look like it's part of the collector's cemetery. We indicate that too. So sort of made it look like a bit of a cemetery here for any folk that passed away. And meet this particular fella. And praise the Lord, we'll begin work and we prove our deliverance. Hallelujah. Excuse me. Now this particular character was made him as like a fleet chaplain. Now I'm probably going to get an earful to say there's no chaplains in Starfleet, but I like to develop the story a bit. I just wanted to do something in the way of showing how he, when he's talking to him, you show how much of his faith, and sort of like made him endure and stuff like that, and with being in the collective. So I didn't do anything in the way of Bible bashing or anything like that with the storyline. But I did set up that he asked for a Bible, so so maybe you need to go meet the captain. Captain Sturt. Now, so like the way I made this, it's pretty much a bit of a thing of putting me foot in the water basically with the Foundry. So this is pretty much all stock characters and items and everything else like that, including the maps. So I've made a bit of a design here. Some crashed items, some items that are still working. Of course, the Borg, even if you could look at 709, she still needed this, so make it working and stuff like that. But make seats and everything else like that. So one there doing a muck bar, chatting, doing repairs, and here's the captain. I gave him a bit of an Aussie feel, so that's why he started off with saying crikey. Bucket of bolts did work. But so just a bit of a squeak queen through, it was quite a poor probes, crashing here from some incident, or meteor shower, that's it. All that, and shows, how they survived and everything else like that, and they managed to find some plants that were eatable and started a little colony, basically a farm. So they survived, but eventually they got into start making that beacon for the distress signal and all that sort of thing. So so glad to sort of take it seriously, not an April Fool's prank. So meaning but sort of warning and saying, well, you did a good us here, but it also attracted the Borg, because since you're using Borg pass with the distress signal, they probably picked it up as well, thinking, they must collect their own basically. So oh crap, we need to get out of here then. But it's a bit too late, because 3 Borg cubes end up rocking up and up there somewhere. So and I realised you could build all action stations here. So so like I don't want to go back into collective. I finally got my freedom back, and made the ship above. So how well, your ship above, I should say. Call in reinforcements, and we'll stay down here and try and defend much as we possibly can. So I'll gather all the refugees and meet at a certain point. But you're going to need to go get the Reverend. So time to lock and load. And sure, more remodulated. We're going to put him over there. That's it. Coming, Reverend. Time to get trigger happy. Now wait for the very low condition to stop, and of course. Okay, Reverend, I'm now. Keep it covered. I won't argue with there, but alrighty, so of course I've got all the mods and cons and stuff like that. You probably saw that little mini T-Rex there. It's something you get from the Voth and all that, so alright, remodulate. And I might have some fun. Bombardment. Alright, got them all. Get that next route. So do the engage the Borg. Alrighty, so catch the refugees. Perhaps you need the what do you call it? The shard of possibilities. One of the shards from Deep Space Nine. Alright, so I'll quickly race over here. Well done. Doing alright so far, but take a pause and look behind you. Like, huh? I enjoy the shore leave while we've been free. But I made it a little bit of an element of surprise since of course my sharp things go off running. But if I go over here somewhere, I've got a trigger somewhere, point somewhere around here. There they are. The reinforcements come down from the ships above. Good reinforcing, good work and everything else like that can help in and all that. Engaging we pretty much have orders to get the refugees out of there, so we're pretty much going to be beaming upon and go to Deep Space Nine. Just before I go, I'll quickly go collect up my loot. Even though it probably won't be anything much. Definitely won't be anything much. Alrighty, so alright. Alright, let's go. Alrighty, so there's another ship that's going to be taking them away to for rehabilitation. So yeah, so thank you and all that, and farewell, all that sort of things. Yeah, bit of sorrow and all that. So and also you replicate a Bible for the Reverend. So he got himself his Bible like he asked for. So I'll just quickly go over to the USS Recovery. And that's pretty much it. Now, since I'm pretty much playing my own missions, I won't have a little pop-up window that, you know, give it a score or anything like that, or a review. So yeah, it's pretty much, that'll be it for that. So I'll just quickly pop out for a sec. Yeah, so I'm gonna head on over to my next point for my next Foundry mission, but it's going to be on a separate video, of course. But oh boy, talk about getting the shakes. But yeah, it's probably nothing. You know, like I said earlier, it was pretty much a mission that, or something I've made that pretty much just wanted to get me feet wet, basically, with the Foundry. And so I go along, so I grew and learned and everything else like that as I go along. So, you know, I've plenty more Foundry missions to go through, but yeah, that'll do for this one. So consider hitting the subscribe button down below, and until next time, have a good one.